Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Adventures of Motivation. Everybody remembers Motivation, who we introduced you to yesterday. There they are. Wave again to the people. There you go. Well, the power of social media, who would have ever expected that out of the woodwork we got an email from Mo's long-lost sibling, nomo vation. And nomo emailed us because they have not been physically active and they are now ready to be physically active, but not quite sure how to do this iron footprint thing, so wanted some help. So we thought that we would use this episode to help nomo vation understand how to use this approach, the iron footprint fitness approach. First of all, quick reminder, iron footprint is an accumulation of all your physical activity. There are 3 dimensions to your iron footprint. First of all, you have your fit base. Come back to that in a minute. Then you have all of your fit bubbles. We'll come back to that in a minute. Finally, you have your fit best. And all added up, these make up, what we call your iron footprint, or the accumulation of all your physical activity. Everyone has an iron footprint. Even if you haven't been very physically active, you still have one, you just don't know it. If you're an elite athlete, fabulous. Use our approach to help your performance all the more. Well, back to nomo vation. You can kind of see by looking at nomo vation, and from what nomo reported, they have a very shallow iron footprint, just haven't done a lot of physical activity. Overall, just kind of feel wobbly, have never really felt successful before during physical activity, but most important, want to start growing their iron footprint. So we're going to help with that right now. First of all, like for anybody who is just starting to be physically active, make sure that you get medical clearance to engage in exercise or physical activity. Secondly, anytime that you ever have any questions about any type of physical activity or anything related to physical activity, make sure that you seek help from a qualified physical activity professional. Okay? So back now to starting with notching or getting started tracking your iron footprint. The first dimension we're going to talk about is what we call your fit base. This can also be referred to as your workout. Your workout is something that you should do. It involves cardio and weights and also some flexibility. We'll talk about that in a different episode. You should do your workout. You should do your fit base activity. You should do it most days per week. Most days per week. When you are notching your iron footprint, you can simply every week this is very simple, make a little chart like this. And this is what we're going to tell nomo vation to do, to just make a chart. And today's Monday, and nomo, talking to you now, after you do your cardio and your weights, I want you to make a nice big X on this M, okay? Hopefully, there's going to be a big X on the T, on the W, on the TH, on the FR, the SA. Hopefully, you're going to have a big X on each of these, which means that not only most, but all days this week, you got in your workout, okay? The next dimension, I've got to look, is what we call your fit bubbles. And this is any activity that is separate from or in addition to your fit base workout. And I know from nomo vation's email to us that they enjoy walking around their neighborhood. So every time nomo vation, you walk around your block, I want you to draw a circle, and I want you to write in that circle that you walked around the block. Okay? I know that you also like to go to the park to play catch. So every time you go to the park to play catch, I want you to draw another circle, and I want you to put in here, play catch at the park. The idea is with fit bubbles, that's what these are bubbles. The idea with bubbles is you want to accumulate as many bubbles, fit bubbles, as you can, because this means that you are getting tons and tons of physical activity. Okay? For the most part, the more physical activity we get, the better in general. And this is activity, it's separate from or in addition to what you do for your fit base workout. But this is all part of your total accumulation of physical activity. All right? So then the third dimension, sorry, got to look over here, is what we call your fit best. These are your performance benchmarks or your personal records in different types of physical activity events. We're going to talk a lot about fit best in different episodes because these are really fun to do. So for now, no motivation, because I know you're watching. What I want you to do this week is, sometime this week, I want you to see how many total push-ups you can do. Okay, if it's one, it's one. If it's not one, just see where, see as high as you could get. If you got like 90, if you could push yourself off the ground 2 inches, okay, write that down somewhere. Then the other thing I want you to do is do a 1 mile walk or run for time, meaning see how fast you can do a 1 mile walk or run for time. Now, the idea with Fit Best is that when you do your fit base workouts, you are going to get stronger. So when you redo these Fit Bests, you're going to see some improvement, hopefully. That's what we're hoping. So then what we want you to do, Mr. No Motivation, is retrial these same events. We call these events. Retrial these same events, but don't wait a couple weeks. So work during your fit base workouts. Do your weight work, do your cardio work. We do have to give our body some time to get a little stronger, okay? But we want you to retrial in 2 weeks, and I want you to write down write down your results, and then compare your results in 2 weeks from what they were this week. And my guess, Mr. No Motivation, you're going to see some improvement. Maybe it's that you were able to do 1 complete push-up. That's fabulous. Okay, elite athletes out there, you can do 100, 120, 130 in a row. That's great. Go for 140. All right? So, we want everyone, no motivation included, to notch your iron footprint to see all your achievement, because added up, you're seeing all of this physical activity achievement that you are accumulating. If no motivation can do it, so can you. All right, thanks folks. Have a great day. Now get out and do a fit base, some fit bubbles, and some fit bests.